Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
This is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, we're going to talk to Ted Ryan, Ford's Heritage Brand Manager. He knows everything. Later, Jeff has the racing calendar, Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll get you caught up on some of the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars down there. Over here is Jeffrey. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us for this Saturday morning. I did want to mention one thing. You know, since we've been doing this show from the Sugar Shack Studios here, you have from time to time commented about my dog of 13 years, Susie. Mm-hmm. Well, Susie's no longer with us. Unfortunately, I had to put Susie down week before last. And she lived a good life, I can promise you that.
Yeah, she did.
And she was 13 and a half years old. I had her for 13 of those 13 and a half. And I miss her every day and walking in the house these days. And if you've ever lost a dog, you know what that means when you come home and that tail's wagging ready to greet you.
Yeah.
So I just had to mention that Suze isn't with us anymore, unfortunately. And lots more changes are headed our way. And she's we're going to blame it on her.
No.
No, but the blame is good.
She's influenced the changes.
Very much so.
Yes, she has.
All right. So I've done my due diligence on that. I wanted to mention that to our friends that I know that Candace Thackeray and Mr. Skelton have been big fans of Sue's throughout the years, and I appreciate it, and so does she.
Everyone has.
Yeah, George is up in Arkansas, by the way.
Oh, he is?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
joined. He said hello from Springdale.
Is he cliff diving?
I'm not sure what he's doing up there.
Cliff diving in
Dude.
Arkansas.
I thought maybe he was going to the hot springs or something. And,
Get
George and Hot
rejuvenated?
Springs.
I don't know.
Speaking of rejuvenation, we've got a guest right now. His name is
No,
Ted
we
Ryan.
don't.
Hold on.
Oh, we don't have him? I thought you did.
Well, we did, but
We
now
did.
he's gone. I'm
Oh,
trying to get him back.
Darn it. Well,
There he is.
Okay.
Okay.
So here is the preview of what was apparently just released to the press just a short time ago. And it's Ford Bronco stuff. And if you're a Ford Bronco fan, I think that you're going to be pleased with what Ted Ryan, the Ford brand Heritage brand manager, has to say about it. Ted, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you guys as well. And pardon my setting, but I sent a note. My son showed up out of the blue from Birmingham, Alabama this morning and surprised me with a round of golf. So I'm actually on a golf course right now. So if you hear clicks in the background, that's what you're hearing. I'm going to take a hole up and talk to you guys, but you can't say no to a son when they show up and go, Dad, let's go golfing.
Absolutely not. I agree with you wholeheartedly. So are there echoes of Roll Tide over there on the golf course this morning?
No, I live in Detroit, so he flew in from Birmingham, Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he went to Sanford in Birmingham. He's a Bulldog.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it just
But we
this
got a
interview's
special
over.
Anniversary. We got the 60th anniversary of the Ford Bronco, which that's not a bad thing to be celebrating. August 11th, 1965. All these reporters showed up from New York in their suits and their hats, their bowler hats, and Ford handed them a bunch of scarves and cowboy hats and said, let's go rodeo. And they introduced the Bronco. So we're celebrating that 60th anniversary with the special edition Bronco.
So that was the news today.
That's the news today, and it's a fantastic looking car. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out at the price at FromTheRoad.com, which is Ford's website. You can see it. It's beautiful. It's Wimbledon white. It's got all these red accents. It's got 1966 buried into the hubcaps. Everything about the car is absolutely stunning.
That's so cool, yes. And as a matter of fact, I hate to admit it, but I was around back then, and it was a game changer. I mean, everybody went, wow, look at that. And they sold, like the Mustang, sold a ton of those for many, many years without any changes to the body style or anything. The only thing that they did was they upgraded engine components, they upgraded suspension, all the things that you would expect that the Ford Motor Company would do.
They did, and that's actually how they sold it. They sold it as the Mustang for the off-road. And when Don Frey introduced it in '65, he said, we're adding another pony to the stable. And obviously alluding to the Mustang that had been introduced the year before.
Well, I have to tell you, when you guys first came out with the renewed version of it here, a year or two ago, I had a chance to drive it, and I got more thumbs up, more people to stop me in the grocery store parking lot. Hey, is that a new one? I said, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can I look at it? I had to do demos for you out in the parking lot, and I'm sure that you've heard the same stories.
One of my favorite tales is I was driving, my other son went to LSU, and I was driving from Detroit to LSU for family weekend. I'm in my Bronco, and I had a police officer stop me in Mississippi just so he could see the car. And I was in a demo unit, so I handed him the keys and I said, take it for a spin. And he did, and he turned right around and said, I'm buying one of these things. So they're beautiful. My dad is 84 years old, and he's on his third Bronco already. He just trades it in every year and a half and gets a new one. He loves it. They drive so well. And this new one, guys, when you see it, it looks amazing with the white and with the red accent, the Bronco on the front hood spelled out in red, and then all the 60th anniversary details and the Easter eggs that we put throughout.
And do they make this particular model, the anniversary model, in 2 and 4 doors?
Oh, that's a good question. You stumped me. I don't know. I'm suspecting it's only a 2-door to be the traditional one, but I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
I
haven't seen
stumped
one
the
in person.
band.
I've only seen the pictures.
Mike's online right now, and he says 4-door as well.
4-door as well.
Oh, 4-door as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you for correct. I just wasn't sure.
That's okay. Well, now you know. So all the rest of the interviews that you're doing today from the golf course, you'll be able to be very knowledgeable about that.
Y'all are actually my last interview of the day.
You
Save
didn't tell us that.
No. 13th hole.
19th
hole.
I'm on hole number 8. If we'd made the turn, I'd be eating a hot dog while I was talking to you guys. But they block out my Saturdays for these calls, and typically, if I know I have something going on, I block it out. But this was a surprise, a very pleasant surprise.
Good one.
I'm shooting about double bogey average right now, so I'm not shooting well, but I'm having fun.
Well, you need to order up the drink cart.
Actually, if I drink a beer, my game goes to I'm just not going to worry about that.
I've
Plus,
never
I got to drive home.
I've never gotten a hole in one playing golf, but I did hit a guy.
You did hit a guy.
I did hit a guy.
There is that.
I almost got hit a little bit ago.
So let me ask you this: Are these special order vehicles, or do they have them at the dealers already?
No, they don't. In fact, you'll be customizing your order. The order window is what is opening up today, and I believe delivery will be a little bit in the future. So they aren't at the dealer yet. But you can look at what you're going to get online.
Yeah.
And the show sample I saw, the one that we're going to have at Woodward Dream Cruise, it just looks amazing. I'm a sucker for a white Bronco. Can I tell my 2 favorite white Bronco stories, though?
I wish you
We
would.
all know the one.
We all
know the one. Did OJ kill the Bronco? No, he didn't. It was actually going away before OJ. But the other one is Pope John Paul II in New York. Secret Service bought 3 Broncos and customized them and turned them into Pope-mobiles. And there's a famous photo of Pope John Paul II in Yankee Stadium surrounded by adoring throngs, and he's in a white Bronco. So I don't think the drivers of those two, or the riders in those 2 Broncos, are meeting anytime soon.
Are any of the Broncos in the Henry Ford?
No, they don't actually have a Bronco in their collection.
Well, there's
the only one
there's another great idea from Houston, Texas, and the InWheelTime gang.
Yeah, that's it. I've got one in my collection. I've got the one that was shown to the board of directors in February of 2020, right before COVID hit, where we showed what the finished Bronco was going to look like. So that's the one I have in my collection. So
now,
it's pretty cool.
Do you have all the, not necessarily the deep stats, but what are there engine options on the Broncos?
I don't have those at my fingertips. If I was sitting at my house, I'd have my computer up in front of me and be able to give you all the stats. I know that the 17-inch alloy wheels, 35-inch wheels, and a lot of the different treads, but I don't know the particular stats on the engine.
Well,
sorry, that's where I'm at a disadvantage being on a golf
I hear
course.
you. Well, we have a picture of from the Ford website of the new Heritage model that Jeff is showing us right now, and boy, it's stunning looking. You don't think of a Bronco in white would be really good looking, but this one is.
It looks fantastic. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this will be an easy one to talk about. Because sometimes you go on air and you're talking about XYZ. The other interesting thing on the Broncos is we sold 1 million of those guys between the Bronco and the Bronco Sport. we've already surpassed 1 million in sales in the 4 short years that they've been out. So just this, amazing story.
This has a hint of the Flex, in my opinion. I've got visions of the Flex on the back
Ford
end of it.
Flex. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of squared
That'll
off
take
like
people
that.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Well, we're old.
Do you know what the code name on the Flex was, by the way, guys?
No.
Trivia for you. You can stun people at cocktail parties. It was actually a concept model called the Fairlane, was what
No.
eventually became the Flex. Yeah, and Fairlane was the home of Henry Ford.
Yeah.
And then obviously you had the Ford Fairlane
Are they still
500, which was my brother's.
Are they still
first
giving
car.
tours of Fairlane?
It is closed right now for in-depth renovations, but will be reopening soon, and they're actually going to be restoring the garage, which is going to be great news.
I grew up in Dearborn Heights,
so-
spent many a time at Greenfield Village and the museum and all that. So every place you've talked about, I know about. So it's fantastic.
I saw Fairlane garage 2 weeks ago, and they're fixing the turntable. Henry installed a turntable so that he could store more cars in his garage, and it actually had electric chargers because Clara Ford drove battery cars. She didn't like starting a Model T, and she didn't like the smell of the gas, so she liked the quiet electric cars. So
And most people don't
they had
are not
state-of-the-art
aware.
chargers.
Yeah, most people don't really realize that Henry did have electric cars back in the
Yeah,
day.
kind of. They were more popular than the original gasoline-powered cars, just for a lot of reasons, like you say, convenience and stuff.
Well, this is great to
Convenient,
talk to you, and
particularly with women. But
yeah, well, we can certainly understand that the way that the cars were designed back then. I mean, go a few blocks and you're filthy dirty by the end of the trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
so.
We're-
Well, guys,
we're-
it's been fun. Do you mind if I go ahead and jump? I'm going to play the next hole, and there are kids and the golf carts there, 1 and 2. So time for me to get back on the range. But
Go
I'm
to it, my
excited,
friend.
And everybody go check out Ford.com.
You got
bet.
it. Ted, great talking to you. Thank you, my friend. Go play golf. All right, just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you this week's automotive news headlines. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is back in a flash.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Welcome back to In Wheel Time. You're invited to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central, on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. And we hope you'll check us out from our home base in the Sugar Shack studios. If you miss us, you'll be able to hear the paint dry on your favorite podcast channel. Time now for Jeff's racing calendar, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. We've got IMSA this weekend. There's the Sports Car Weekend at Road America that will be on your Peacock channel at 2 p.m. today. Craftsman Truck Series next week. They're off today, but they're going to be running next week. Watkins Glen.
Well, you got to have time to fix all the crashed trucks.
Well, yeah, I'm supposed. And then this week for the Xfinity and also the Cup guys, they're going to Iowa, the Iowa Raceway. And there's got a story about Indy on NASCAR, too. The rating results for the Indy the Brickyard 400 absolutely sucked. 60,000 people in 120,000. And NASCAR's defending it that, yeah, these are bigger crowds for some of our bigger stadiums. Horse hockey. You blew it. And there's all kinds of stuff going on with NASCAR.
What are you trying to say, Jeff?
horse hockey. They're actually Boston Red Sox are playing in the infield of. I've got the story right here. I did have the story right here. They're playing
The
in the
Red
infield.
Sox?
They're playing on the infield of a NASCAR track, and I think
They're
it's
playing baseball?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I heard
got
that
the
on
story
radio.
here
Flying is
somewhere.
baseball?
No. I got it here somewhere.
They were
It
talking
is-
about how
Yeah.
they're going to convert. They've converted it to play baseball
Right.
on it, and it's going to take them 40-something days to convert it back to a NASCAR track.
Why
to
would
go
you
race.
do that?
Here it is, right here. Yeah.
They said the name of it.
This similar to the Field of Dreams. Bristol Motor Speedway.
Bristol.
Bristol Motor Speedway. It's,
Why do they keep jacking with that track?
I don't know.
They turned it into dirt for a race.
Well, they do that. They did that thing in California, the Coliseum, and they thought, oh, that was great. Now they're doing other stupid stuff. Okay, continuing on. Horse hockey. Formula One.
I want
Hungarian.
Riverside to come back.
There you go.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I think they'd have to redo the track, though, resurface it.
Yeah, like tear down all the homes that are now on it.
Exactly. Well, driveways. Hungarian Grand Prix. So there you go. That's on tomorrow for Formula One. NHRA is off this weekend. There were some pretty big records: 343s, 344s.
Yeah.
1,000 feet.
serious speed,
Yeah,
yeah.
serious speed. Serious speed.
They did an interview with David Grubnick, who is wrenching the tuner for Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany was the
for
first
Brittany.
one. Yeah.
Brittany.
Top fuel. Yeah.
And the guy said, well, how do you feel about the speed? He says, we don't tune for speed. We tune to get the car down the track and win the race. We
Yeah.
don't tune for
Yeah.
speed. Speed has nothing. It's just a byproduct
Right.
of getting it down
Just
the track.
a measurement of how another measment of how fast he got down the track.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but nobody cares about that. Who won? That's the big thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you go.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Huh.
Time
Interesting.
now for This Week in Auto History. Mr. Mars?
Yeah, this week in auto history, there was a few things in here that we found were rather interesting, such as the first in 1863 was the first successful steam-powered carriage in the United States,
Don't tell Jay Leno that.
built by Sylvester Roper. I think Leno has one. It was known as the Roper Steam Carriage. It was
Yeah.
four-wheel vehicle, coal-fired boiler.
Yeah.
And this guy was an inventor. He later went on to invent some of the earliest motorcycles as well. Now, also this week, in 1953, the first production Corvette leaves the factory. Now, this is designed by Harley Earl. Corvette guys like you, Don, I'm sure know all this stuff, but I did not realize that the first year, 1953, they only built 300 because they were hand-built. They were all white convertibles with red interiors and a black canvas top. And it,
I thought the top was beige, but whatever. Go ahead.
well, the Blue Flame six-cylinder with a two-speed power glide.
235 cubic inch.
And they only built 300 of them. In
Yep.
1954, they started building over 3,000.
I
But-
saw number two. And it's worth millions. But I saw it. And if you were to see the car, if somebody were to say, here's a brand new car, check it out, I'd go, what in the world is wrong with the paint? Because they barely put any paint on it, and you can see all of the fiberglass underneath the paint.
Really?
You can see the actual fibers of the fiberglass.
Not because it's 60 years
they didn't
old.
put a
It's-
gel coat on the top of it, which hides the fibers.
Right.
They didn't do that. They just painted it.
I'll be
It's the
darned.
most amazing thing. I saw number two. I don't know whatever happened to number one. It's probably in some museum somewhere.
Yeah,
but I saw
Jay
number
Leno's
two.
got it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody.
Somebody like
but,
him.
yeah. But I saw number two, and I was proud of the fact that I got to see number two.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty impressive.
You and your number twos.
Yeah,
know.
also this
Proud
week,
of 'em.
In 1958, NASA was founded. Now, this is important because of the technology that NASA developed and all the innovations that it created in materials, science, electronics, all that stuff has been incorporated, such as your GPS and the ABS and engine management tools, all came from being developed off of NASA's
That's
development.
correct. Thank you, Katie Armstrong.
There you go.
And Jeff. In 1960, the first Toyota Land Cruiser arrives in the United States. Now, it was initially targeted for a rugged use, big off-road vehicle like it had been in other parts of the world. But the FJ40 became a cult favorite and established Toyota's reputation for reliability and off-road capability. And, of course, later on, the Land Cruiser evolved into a luxury SUV, which is what it is now. Its tough heritage is kind of dependent on what you're doing. 1990, the last Citroen
Citroen.
2CV.
Citroen. Citroen.
Citroen.
Whatever.
Anyway, the last one was built in 1990 in Portugal, which I did not realize
Thank
that's
God.
where it was. Now, this ended a 42-year production run because it was introduced in 1948 to be a rugged, affordable car for rural France. And they built over 5 million of these things, and I'm not sure, and I didn't get in and find a good reason why it ended in Portugal.
Well,
You know
because people were mentally hurt by the look of that car.
Wow, no, I'd tub it out and put an LS in it.
That's what's wrong with
Yeah.
it. It didn't have the LS. 1990, Iraq invades Kuwait. Now, this is important because of the impact to the oil prices, which impacted the auto industry. Because of all the oil crisis, the auto industry tried to adjust and start building different kind of vehicles that were more fuel efficient, and trying to think of alternative fuels kind of leads to what some of the crap we have nowadays. Then in 1996, I'm heartbroken, the final Chevrolet Beretta was produced.
Oh, God.
This was a sleek two-door coupe.
You would, Mars.
Well, I had a friend that had one, a
Oh,
GT, and
God.
he
A
loved
GT,
it. Yes.
oh, wow.
Yeah, so you could get it in a GT, a GTZ, and a Z26 was the hot rod. Really wasn't really much of a muscle car, but it was respectable, 3.1 liter, quad 4 engine. It was a nice little car.
It was a turd is what it was. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? I
Politely,
just said it for you. Yeah.
2005, the production of the Ford Fusion begins. Now, I saw this as a midsize sedan, and they built a lot of these cars, and they quit building them in 2020. But there's still a lot of them out there, and it's still considered a very reliable, comfort, value-driven performance-type car that kind of competed against the Camry and the Honda Accord. And my granddaughters have had two now so far, and they were very good cars. As long as they didn't wreck them.
Yeah.
I've decided I want to be the Ford Heritage brand manager. I've decided I want to.
you play
do
golf?
this,
Here, I'm going to put this down.
I'll play golf.
On this date in history,
Yeah.
automotive history, Don Armstrong applied for.
Yeah, the Heritage brand manager. Except I think I'd rather do it for Chevrolet.
You know, we've listed you as a heritage.
I am.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
our heritage.
Yeah, an old Heritage
You're a stop on the heritage
Tour.
crosswalk.
Yeah, that's right.
Right there by the Beatles.
Thank you. All right. Here's some stories making automotive news headlines this week. President Trump signed an executive order July 31st increasing tariffs on Canadian imports to the United States to 35%, up from 25% previously. But the order, effective August 1st, exempts goods included in the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, leaving little changed for automotive, in which the bulk of cross-border trade is covered by that agreement. So we all think that, oh, well, if the car was built in Windsor, Ontario, it's going to receive some 35% increase in tariffs. No, it's covered under a different agreement, the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. That has not changed. But if you're going to import steel, things like that,
Yeah.
35%.
To build the cars.
Didn't
with.
George Bush Jr. He put that in act? Didn't he start that?
Don't give me the line.
Okay, I'm thinking.
When you talk to him tomorrow, ask him.
Okay.
Yeah, please. U.S. and the European Union agreed on a hard-fought deal that'll see the bloc face 15% tariffs on most of its exports, including automobiles, staving off a trade war that could have delivered a hammer blow to the global economy. The pact was concluded less than a week before an August 1st deadline. So congratulations on that. South Korea also did a similar deal, 15%. They got to spend a lot of money here in the United States on top of the tariff on the cars because they're going to build things and have things for sale in the United States, but they're plugging in a bunch of dough. Tesla plans to offer, get this, a chauffeur-style service operated by human drivers to a limited number of people in the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's contrary to a media report that the EV maker would offer a robo-taxi service. Unlike Alphabet's Waymo unit, Tesla cannot operate its service using autonomous vehicles because the EV maker does not have the required permits and has not applied, according to a spokesperson for the California Public Utilities Commission. Tesla did not respond to a request for comment from automotive news. This week, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said on an all-earnings report that the company was getting the regulatory permission to launch robotaxis in several markets, including San Francisco, and I'll bet you in Austin as well. Business Insider reported on Friday that the service would be a robotaxi operation with humans in the driver's seat who would be able to control the car.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of having the remote?
No, because they're going to, well, right now, they're going to have no robo-taxis. It won't be robotic. They'll have kind of like a car service. Remember the difference between a car service and a taxi cab? No, it's a difference. There's a difference.
So it's kind of like in the movie Airplane where they had the autopilot.
That's right. The blow-up doll
Autopilot.
thing.
Yeah.
Autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that very well.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Airplane?
I'm kidding.
My God. You don't even know Santa Claus
maybe
is.
you had never seen that blow-up
What?
doll.
No Santa Claus.
Mercedes-Benz has temporarily halted the order bank for its electric EQS and EQE sedan and utility vehicle models in the U.S. A Mercedes spokesperson attributed the decision to current market conditions and did not say when the automaker would resume taking orders. By the way, the plant that builds those, I think, is it Alabama? I think it's in Alabama. So what are you going to do? They're going to build other stuff at the Alabama plant, I'm sure.
Yeah.
J.D. Power projected July will end with an average new vehicle loan payment reaching $742, up 1.6% from a year earlier, and setting a record for the month. The average new vehicle price was expected to rise 2.1% to $45,063, and the average vehicle was predicted to sell for 90% of its sticker, up 1 percentage point from a year earlier, according to preliminary estimates J.D. Power released on July 23rd. All right, well, that's no surprise there. Everything keeps going up, price of groceries in particular, and I'm not a fan of that. I like going grocery shopping, but I sure don't like the way my weekly bill keeps oozing up.
I'm telling you.
You know.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't, because you've got a wife that does all that.
I shop. Oh, well, it's
Well, what do you shop for?
Group participation. No, we fill out lists together. We go together to shop, and I read labels. Hell yeah.
She lets you go to the grocery store with her?
Yeah.
But you have to trail behind.
Well,
y'all don't walk together.
Have you ever seen those? She puts me up in a basket, and then
there's that. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We're back after this.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.